Hi book lovers, it's Jenny at Julia Baby Jen's Reading Room, and this is my January book haul. Hi everyone, it's been a long time since I've done a video, and I almost didn't do one today because I am getting over a really bad cold, if you can't hear it in my voice. So this might not be the best video I've ever done, but this is my day off and I don't have another day to do this for a long time. So I decided I'm going to get this done today. So this is my January book haul. This is books I got basically the last few weeks, books I got for Christmas and since then basically. I have a lot of books. I always do. I'm going to go through the ebooks first. I bought The Iron Trial by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. Midnighters #1, The Secret Hour by Scott Westerfeld. Talon by Julie Kagawa. All the President's Men by Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein. That's a nonfiction book. Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I started reading Red Rising. I haven't finished it yet. I wasn't in a very good place when I started reading it, and I'm going to pick it up again here soon. I bought from Kindle World fanfic from the Chronos Files, the Chronos Files. Time Rift, this is by Evie Brown. Breaking the Rules by Katie McGarry. Rage, Riders of the Apocalypse by Jackie Morris Kessler. Illuminate, Amy Gresty, which I have read and loved but did not own it, and it was on sale, so I grabbed it. The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender by Leslie Walton. I've been wanting to read this a really long time. The Book of 1,000 Days by Shannon Hale. Splintered and Unhinged by A.G. Howard. I just finished reading Splintered and I really liked it, so I'm glad I grabbed the sequel when it was on sale too. Paris Letters by Janice McLeod. Stolen Songbird by Danielle L. Jensen. This one looks really good. Ignite by Lily Paradis. This was a freebie. And Deck the Halls by Jacinda Wilder, another freebie. And finally, I Am Touched by David Estes. He has a brand new book out, like a spontaneous release, I guess. It's an MG book, and it looks really good. It's only 99 cents, so if you in the mood, it's like supposed to be a humorous MG book. So if you're in the mood for that, grab it. It's only 99 cents. And I'm excited to read that. Next, I'm going to do library books. I have a bunch. I'm not quite sure how I ended up with quite so many. I don't know. I just kept them in the library. First one I have is The Islands at the End of the World by Austin Aslin, which I had not heard anything about, and it was a spontaneous grab off the shelf at one of my libraries. A futuristic apocalypse in the Hawaiian Islands, which I'm really interested in Hawaii, so I thought I would try it. Just looked really good, so I grabbed it. And then I got The City by Dean Koontz, which I have not read yet, and I think I have this on ebook, but I saw it on the shelf and so I just grabbed it because I prefer to read print anyway. So I'm going to finally get to that book because I've been wanting to read it forever. This one my library just got in and I've been wanting to read this too. Dorothy Must Die by Danielle Page, I believe. Yep, Danielle Page. Really want to read that. I love retellings. This one, I'm really not fond of this cover, but it's supposed to be a really good book, and one of my Goodreads groups it has it for the book of the month this month, so I grabbed it from the library. Winger by Andrew Smith. I've heard it's really good. Like I said, I'm not very fond of the cover, but the back cover is kind of cool. It's like a cartoonic depiction of the front cover, so I'm sure that figures into the story somewhere. And I do like the spine. Just had to point that out. Her Dark Curiosity by Megan Shepard. This is a second book in the Madman's Daughter series, which I did read last year when it came out, and enjoyed it somewhat, but it left on a big cliffhanger, and that's the main reason I grabbed it from the library, because I gotta find out what's gonna happen. And the third book just came out, so I'm hoping that I can get that from the library too, so I can not be in suspense a year like I was last year. Uninvited by Sophie Jordan. I've been wanting to read this one forever, and I'm so glad my library had it. I think they just recently got it in. Grimm. This is an anthology. It's edited by Christine Johnson, and it's retellings, fairy tale retelling stories. And the authors in it are Ellen Hopkins, Amanda Hawking, Julie Kagawa, Claudia Gray, Rachel Hawkins, Kimberly Durding, Myra McIntyre, Melinda Lowe, Sarah Reese Brennan, Jackson Pierce, Christine Johnson, Jerry Smith Reddy, Sean David Hutchinson, Sandra Mitchell, Sonia Gensler, Tessa Grattan, and John Scovran. So some really good authors in there, and that was the reason I really wanted to read this. I love anthologies anyway. They're fun to read. If you just want something really quick to read, it's fun to just pick up a book and read a little story. I like it. It's fun. This one I was really excited to get. Rooms by Lauren Oliver. I think I've read all of her books except for Before I Fall. I'm a big Lauren Oliver fan. I really love her writing. Her books are so unique too, and each one is very different from the other. So I'm really excited to see. This is an adult story, so I'm excited to see how this is. We'll see. I've read her MG books and I've read her YA books, so it'll be interesting to read her adult book. Then my library, I'm so happy. I asked for them to get the rest of the Monstermologist series from Rick Yancey. They only had the first 2 books, and they did. So I got the 3rd book, The Isle of Blood, and the 4th book, The Final Descent. I am in the middle of The Isle of Blood right now, actually. I just started it last night, and I will probably finish this today. I am so into this one. This is my favorite one so far. I'm already on page, 277? It's 500 pages, I think. So yeah, I started this last night and I'm just flying through it. It's so good. I'm loving this one so much right now. I love this series. Love this series. It's so good. This one, really excited. Now I am going to buy this at some point, but I just don't have loads of money right now. So my library had it, so I just checked it out for now. Heir of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. I cannot wait to read this. We're going to do a buddy read. Some friends and I are going to do a buddy read of this one pretty soon, and I'm really excited. I am rereading The Crown of Midnight right now in anticipation for the Heir of Fire. This book is freaking huge. I was like, the other 2 books are not small either, but this one, what did I say, like 560 pages? Yeah, 562 pages. It's a big book, but I'm sure I'll fly right through it because I love this series, and I've only heard good things about it. And then finally, The Bane Chronicles by Cassandra Clare. Yay! I might buy this one too, just so I have the complete collection of all the books, because I have all the rest of the series. But I did not buy these in ebooks as they were being released because they were $2.99 a piece. And I thought that was a little ridiculous for short stories. But I knew that it was going to be in a bind-up eventually. So, excited to finally read The Bane Chronicles. I love Magnus Bane, so this will be fun to read. That's it for library books. Now on to physical books, which there's plenty. This was just an impulse grab at Walmart. Paper Towns by John Green. Continue on my John Green kick. I think I read Fault in Our Stars 2 years ago, and I said I was going to read the rest of his books. And so far I've only read Looking for Alaska and The Fault in Our Stars. Did I read anything else by him? I don't think so. So I'm going to read Paper Towns next. It's not my book. This I got as a loan from my friend Rose. The Good Girl by Mary Kubica, something like that, which looks really good. She got this as an ARC from the library, actually. They were giving out ARCs, and she hasn't read it yet, or no, she did read it, and she liked it, and so she let me borrow it. This was all of these I think were from thrift stores. Bellman in Black by Diane Setterfeld. I have not read The 13th Tale yet, although I do own it, and I have heard only good things about her books, and this is a really cool book too. And it was at the thrift store, so you can't beat that. This one I've had on my list for a really long time. 3 Cups of Tea by Greg Mortensen and David Oliver Reland. This is a nonfiction memoir type story. It looks really good. Totally my type of thing. This is an ARC I got from, I believe, another blogger sent me this. I think I won a giveaway. It's been a little while since I got this. Lark Rising by Sandra Waugh, which I'm excited to read. And this one I won as well, As Red as Blood by Sala Simuka, something like that, which looks really good. I had not heard of this book, and I looked it up on Goodreads. I just won it randomly, and I looked it up on Goodreads, and holy cow, it looks really good. So I'm excited for that. This was another thrift store by Change of Heart by Jodi Picoult. I have not read any of her books yet, and everybody tells me they're really good. So here we go. Here's one to read. This one looked good. Under This Unbroken Sky by Shandi Mitchell. And it's won a bunch of awards. So this takes place in the Ukraine, 1938. So historical fiction looks good. Then this one, the thrift store find, Killing Jesus, Bill O'Reilly. I have Killing Patton and what's his other one? Killing Lincoln. And so I just grabbed this one because I have the set now, and I guess we'll see if it's any good. Okay, then I've got this book I got. It's an ex-library book. Looks like I just got to take off the wrap. Tin Star by Cecile Castellucci. This was a used book I got on Amazon. I've been wanting to read that for a long time. These books I got at BAM right after Christmas. They had buy two get the third free kind of a thing, and some of these were bargain books, so they were really cheap. I got these books, and then I got my daughter a book, and I spent $25 on all of it. I got Fever by Lauren DeStefano, which I have read, but I didn't own this one. I have Wither and Sever, I think behind me. Yeah, right behind me, right there. This is paperback, and these are hardback, but since it was on the sale thing, I went with it. So now I have the collection. I just really like these covers, so I really wanted to own this one too. I got Crank by Ellen Hopkins, a series that I've heard lots of really awesome things about, and I have not read yet. So grab the first book in the series. I heard mixed things about this one, but I did want to try it. The 100 by Cass Morgan. The Coldest Girl in Cold Town by Holly Black. I have read this book, but I didn't own it. And it's one of those books that I could see myself rereading in the future, so I thought, and I think it's just a really cool cover, so I thought I would get it for my shelves. And this one I wanted to have for a while. Every Day by David Levithan. This I have read. I don't heap as much praise on it as I think other people do, but I did really enjoy it. I enjoyed the concept. I thought it was really original. And the book itself is just really cool book. So, very unique. So I did want it for my shelves. So, yeah, it was on the bargain book. So, hardback. You just can't beat that. So those were my books I got from BAM. And then the last thing I have to show you is what I got for Christmas. I get a lot of books for Christmas, but I was happy with what I got. First of all, my daughter Tessa bought me a book for Christmas because she's just a sweetheart. She got me Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, which I did not own yet. So I was really happy she got me this. And I do like this cover better than the original one. So I was happy she got me this. So now I have this one and Kind of Midnight. I just got to get Airfire. And The Assassin's Blade, which I've read but don't own yet. So yeah, I love this series, so I'm really happy to have it. The other book I got, well, it's a set of books, which I'd asked for and was so happy to get. It's not something that I think I would have bought for myself. It's more of a gift type of thing, and I can't wait to read it. I got the William Shakespeare Star Wars trilogy set, which, oh, this is so cool. All right, so here's the box set, which is really, really neat. I love the illustrations. All right, so that's that, and then there's the books. These are written by Ian Doescher, and I've heard really cool things about them. It came with a poster in here as well. Got a little wrinkled, I think. See if I can get the poster out here. Alright, so here's the poster. You're not going to see it all, so I'll just go like that so you can see it. It's a really big, long poster. So that's the cool poster I got in the book set. And then these are the books. So these are written by Ian Doescher, and they're Star Wars, the Star Wars trilogy, episodes 4 through 6. But they're written in Shakespearean verse. So it's really, really interesting. So this one is Verily a New Hope. There's the back of it. Kind of what the verse looks like, which I just think is so cool. And the second book is The Empire Striketh Back. And it says Star Wars Part the 5th. So, you know, we're in Shakespeare here. There's the back. There's the inside of it. There's that one. And then the last one is The Jedi Doth Return. Just like, these are so cool. I am, you know, I'm a decent Star Wars fan. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but I did grow up with it. My parents are big Star Wars buffs. And they like Star Trek more, though. And I never got into Star Trek as much as they did. I think I like Star Wars better. But maybe just growing up with the movies, I just love Star Wars. I think it's so cool. And I just think these are so awesome. I wanted to read them, and I just think this set's cool to have. So that is why I asked for it for Christmas, and I got it, and I was very happy. Like I said, probably not something I would normally buy for myself, but for a gift, it was perfect. It was for my mom. That is my January book haul. That is what I got. I do have another book coming in the mail right now, but it hasn't arrived yet, so that will be in my next book haul. Alright, well, leave me any comments below on any of these books, what you think, and I will talk to you later. Hopefully I'm feeling better by then. Have a good day. Bye.